Đừng có gì có thấy không? No, those two tickets.
Control. My name is Sam and I'm the host in the back, and our driver is Jean. We are here to make sure that your tour to Mission Control is fun, factual, and free from incident. So before we get started, let's review some important safety information. Please remain seated at all times while the tram is in motion, keeping arms, legs, feet, and any other items you would like to take home with you safely inside the tram. In 1961, NASA was granted funding for a new field center that would eventually be known as the Lyndon B. Johnson Space Center. As you can imagine, many cities across the nation were interested in becoming the heart of human spaceflight. NASA eventually selected Houston, Texas because of its established infrastructure, growing ship channel, and large engineering sector. One of the main goals of the JSC was to create a more advanced mission control center. Throughout the Mercury program and up to Gemini 3, everything was launched and controlled out of Cape Canaveral in Florida. However, NASA was expanding rapidly to meet President Kennedy's challenge to land on. You must participate in the full length of this tour since we cannot bring you back any earlier. Again, my name is Sam and our driver is Jean. In the 1960s, with future expansion in mind, NASA decided to separate the launch pad from mission control. This new facility officially opened its doors on April 9th of 1965. The first flight controllers at the JSC were eager to tackle the new task of sending humans into space. However, 9 flights each. To put that in perspective, that's about 8 photos on your phone. These top-of-the-line computers couldn't even do the complicated math needed to keep an astronaut in orbit. This required flight controllers to use paper, pencils, and slide rulers to make the calculations needed for each mission. On our right is George W.S. Abbey Rocket Park, dedicated to former JSC Director George Abbey in 2021, who also worked as the Apollo spacecraft assistant manager. The building you see on your right houses a Saturn V rocket. The Saturn V was a rocket used during the Apollo persistence. Left in the entire world. It is made up of the pieces from the 3 canceled Apollo missions, Apollos 18 through 20, which were canceled due to budget cuts. Boo. Outside of the rocket's launch escape system and the Apollo capsule's parachute, the test capsule on the top of the middle is a real test. The Johnson Space Center campus spreads across 1,620 acres of land. The center also encompasses more than 100 buildings and employs the Office of Operations for spaceflight programs, specifically the Gemini missions and the Apollo spacecraft. The location of these offices here represented the programming hub of human spaceflight. The building also housed the Mission Evaluation Room, or MER, which provided aircraft, served as one of the lead flight directors during the Mercury program in Gemini and Apollo with Gemini 4, and it is still a space station and commercial crew program. Control, please remain seated at all times while the tram is in motion. And once
외근로는 35불이랬다.
Hello everyone and welcome to the historical mission control room. Before we head upstairs to the viewing room, there are some important rules and guidelines that we must follow. Larger heavy bags, backpacks, or purses larger than a piece of paper are not allowed in the room. If you do happen to have a small bag that is smaller than a piece of paper, please keep that in your lap while you are sitting down upstairs. Food or drink items are also not allowed upstairs of any kind. This includes baby formula, drinks, or baby food. At this time, if you have any of those items that are not allowed upstairs, please set them on the table behind me.
And the voices of the astronauts as we encounter a series of unexpected computer alarms. This is the Apollo 11 descent, just as we experienced it.
Filter is go. Copy, filter go. Altitude 5,200 feet.
Okay, on flight controllers, gonna go for landing. Retro.
Go.
Right up.
Filter go. Tiger in the thing. Go for landing. 3,000 feet. Sound alarm. Bravo 1. Bravo 1. Roger that.
Same time, we're go. Flight. Okay, we're go.
Same time, we're go.
Flight final right on. Real good.
2,000 feet. Into the ag, 47 degrees. Roger. Okay, keep you 47 degrees.
How's American looking, Bob? Thank you for visiting today.
People thought the program should come to an end on board to travel beyond low Earth star worship. The Millennium Falcon